What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? Fellas, if you are an offshoreman, a truck driver, or do any kind of business that requires you to leave home and be on the road for several days, weeks, or months, listen up closely. This is going to be a hard pill to swallow, so get plenty of water. We got a guy who travels for work. He came home and he confronted his girl with a pregnancy test, a positive pregnancy test. Dude threw the stick at her and was like, "What's up with this?" And she's like, "I'm pregnant." He said, "I can't have children. I had a whole vasectomy." And she's like, "Well, I ain't been with nobody but you. I ain't been with nobody." And then she starts to like really turn up, like she's playing the victim, like he's accusing her of something she's not guilty of. Now, I wasn't there, but I'm a pretty good judge of character and people. I can read people very well. I'm really good at it. It is my belief, after studying her energy, her disposition, the way she commented, her tone, the way it changed, the way it fluctuated, I believe she's straight up lying. I believe she is lying. I believe some other dude ran up in her while dude was out on the road. Perhaps while he was at home. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know exactly when the baby was conceived. But we know, at least from what the conversation revealed, that she's pregnant. She's pregnant. And we know dude can't have children. The woman said, this is funny, she said, well, you know, just like with women get their tubes tied after a while, you know, it's possible to have a baby. So, you know, it's still possible that, you know, the baby's yours. It could happen. It can happen. She said, it can happen or it did happen. You see what I mean, fam? You gotta follow it. That's how those judges be getting you. Boy, them judges, they be listening closely. But anyway, fam. Dude's response. They argued for a good piece. A little over 3 minutes. A very intense argument. And at some point, I mean, the guy, okay, let's say, okay, you're emotional, you gotta say something, get it off your chest, dirty mother, whatever, call it whatever you wanna call it, you know what I'm saying? She totally violated, you know, she don't get no type of love, no type of respect. Oh, you check this out, fam. She called herself trying to get mad until him put the phone down and talk to me like a man with some respect. We can have a respectful conversation. When you're for the streets, you don't deserve respect. It's just common sense. He was all right at first, I give him that. But at some point, he totally crumbled, broke down, and started crying. Voice just started breaking up and all kinds of stuff now. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I'm not gonna kick a man while he's down. But I'm gonna tell you something, fam. I don't give a damn what happened in your life. You got to have some pride. I don't care how she made me feel. Even if I wanted to cry, I would not have cried. I would not have given her the satisfaction. She even mocked him crying. She mocked him crying. She was like, yeah, and you're up here crying. And you know. See, I wouldn't have given her that ammunition. she would have called one of her friends and told one of her friends what happened. And she would be like, he did what? Girl, you better get out of there. He did what? He did what? They'd be so confused, like, what the hell is my next move? They would have no idea what the next move would be. Because one, at that moment, she's an enemy. And once I identify an enemy, yeah, man, they'll never know what's coming next. One thing that I can appreciate that he did do was not lose it and dig himself a deeper hole by putting hands on it. That's what happens a lot of times. When someone hurts you, in the midst of you trying to get revenge, you end up doing something stupid and hurting yourself even more. Like, you're already the victim, and then you end up victimizing yourself. You end up in jail, end up getting drunk or high out of your mind and wrapping your vehicle around a telephone pole, or taking one to the head, jumping off a bridge or some stupid shit, So I commend him for that, at least, that he didn't go that route. Because there's too many dudes out here who are not in control of their emotions. And I know this is a difficult situation. Dude was like, I do everything for you. He out there, just imagine a man out there working. Every day he working, trying to get back home, busting his butt, making the sacrifice for not just him, but also his woman. And the whole time he's out working and doing his thing, his chick is doing her thing. In fact, she's doing another dude's thing. And perhaps some other dude's thing. It's a cold game, fam. It's a cold game. So let me tell you something, fellas who have to travel. The likelihood who have to travel for work, the likelihood of your girl stepping out on you while you out on that road is much higher than it is if you wasn't on the road. Now, notice I said much higher, which means that even if you wasn't on the road, she could still mess over you. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't got to be working out on the road for a chick to mess over you. It's just more likely to happen and happen more frequently if you're on the road. That's how that goes. So if you find yourself in that position, if that's the type of life that you have, that's the type of job that you have, don't be paranoid, because you're going to lose your mind, especially if you're out on the road right now and you're listening to this video and your woman back home. Man, don't even trip, because what's done in the dark will come to light. I've never just been paranoid about some woman messing around. Because whatever she do, she gonna get caught up anyway. She gonna get caught, especially a chick that messes with me. Because it'd be very difficult for a dude to keep a secret like that. He gonna tell somebody. Yeah, man, what Willie D got? He gonna tell somebody, And they're gonna tell somebody because it's just too juicy. So they'll tell somebody. So whatever, fam, it'll come to light. Eventually, whatever's done in the dark will come to light. So all you got to do is go out there and do the best that you can do. Work, do your thing. Don't be coming back home, sniffing around, trying to look around, investigating everything and all that stuff. Man, just live. And, the trip part about it is that just like with crime, the more somebody get away with something, the more comfortable they'll become. And eventually they'll slip up. And then at that point, you know what to do. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Yeah.